Kam Finley is showing tremendous improvement in this sophomore season. She's a leading three-point shooter and scorer, and she's playing with a physicality that energizes the entire team. This is all coming just 1 year after a major health scare ended Kam's season early. Here's more on the UNI Panther point guard. Kam Finley played 16 games as a true freshman during the 2018-2019 season. She scored in double figures twice as she was picking up more minutes as UNI entered conference play.
I think I did some pretty good things. There were some times I felt like I was kind of forcing it. I felt like I needed to do something when I was on the court, as in scoring or something like that. Coach Warren really sat down and talked to me and said, not everything is just about scoring. There's other little things you can do.
While Kam was focusing on those small things, her freshman year transitioned into a different focus, one that was far more important than the X's and O's of basketball.
I didn't feel any different or anything. It was just, I looked over and I was like, my arm is like really big. Like I was holding in and stuff, and I was like, there's something going on. So I went over to the trainer and talked to her about it, went to our team doctor. Once I heard it was blood clots, first thing I was just terrified. I mean, I didn't know what else to think, but then I went to the Iowa City, went through a couple weeks there, doing a lot of just trying to figure out like how to get rid of it at least. Then they found out that the only way I could was to remove my first rib because it was closing in on one of my veins it was blocking my blood flow.
Kam had a very rare syndrome called thoracic outlet syndrome. It's more common for swimmers or softball players. The surgery was quickly scheduled for Kam, all while her teammates showed her constant support as they worked through conference play.
They always had my back. They were texting me, FaceTiming me. Coach Warren literally came up and stayed with me the day of my surgery. So it was just knowing that this team is basically like another family. It was just very heartwarming.
The support from her teammates continued when Kam returned to campus, as Kam bonded with Megan Moss, who was recovering from an ACL injury.
We really had each other's back. We were always keeping each other up, never trying to have ourselves be down or anything. I think Ellie was really someone that really reached out to me a lot last year, and it really meant a lot. So it was very emotional when she left. She was definitely someone I really, really looked up to.
Kam was cleared for full activity by the end of spring, since she's skyrocketed in her on-court progress, ranking second on the team in points, assists, and three-pointers. And she credits the time on the bench, watching and learning when she was forced out of action.
It really helped me figure out what I want to work on, what I want to get my teammates to work on, and I was able to help them out. I mean, even if you're on the court, I was able to tell them what I saw and what I think what should have happened here, what should happen there, and then they just took my advice, and it was very successful. So I really enjoyed just being able to be back with the team.